Hello students, how are you all? Doing fine? Yes, I am also great and doing fine by the grace of God, students. And you know one thing, I'm so happy to come before you like this once again. Okay? Why? Because the main purpose of doing this video is, students, I wanted to help you giving some multiple choice questions from the topics which we have covered in the last few weeks. Okay? So I definitely hope that these questions might help you a lot, students. And also I wanted to test your knowledge. Okay, just follow the questions, all the questions, and I will be giving you four options, students. So what you do, carefully I will read out the questions and all the four options for you. What you do is think, students, first. Okay, so think and mark the correct option. Okay, and let's see how many of you are going to do full on full. Okay, so ready, students? So it's not an exam, just I am helping you, giving few questions. I have taken out few multiple choice questions from the topics which we have done. I know that you all followed those classes very well, and you also concentrated by the feedback you have given to me, students. Okay, so please kindly take your notebook, okay, a pen, write down each question, four options, and mark the correct answer. Okay, and students, watch all the questions. Don't simply open it and go away. Okay. Fine, students, are you ready? So here we go.
So here is the first question, students. Question number 1. What is a dilute solution? Question number 1. What is a dilute solution? Here are the options, students. A solution where the amount of the solute present is very much less than that of the solvent. Option B. A solution where the amount of the solute is less than that of the solvent. Option C. A solution where the amount of the solute is more than that of the solvent. And option D. None of the above. Okay, students. Question number 1. What is a dilute solution? The four options given for this question are: a solution where the amount of the solute present is very much less than that of the solvent. B. A solution where the amount of the solute is less than that of the solvent. C. A solution where the amount of the solute is more than that of the solvent. D. None of the above. Mark the correct answer, students. Think properly and mark the correct option. Okay, let's move to the second question, students. Question number 2. What is meant by vaporization or evaporation? What is meant by vaporization or evaporation? Options. A. The phenomenon of a solid converting into its solid. B. The phenomenon of a liquid converting into its vapor spontaneously. C. The phenomenon of a liquid converting into solid. D. The phenomenon of a gas converting into liquid. What is question number 2, students? What is meant by vaporization or evaporation? Options. Phenomenon of solid converting into its liquid. Option B. Phenomenon of a liquid converting into its vapor spontaneously. Phenomenon of a liquid converting into solid. Phenomenon of gas converting into solid. So mark the correct answer, students. Done. Let's move to the third question. What is meant by vapor pressure. What is meant by vapor pressure? Options: pressure exerted by the gas, pressure exerted by the vapor of the liquid when it is in equilibrium with the liquid at a given temperature. C. Pressure exerted by the solids. D. Both A and B. Question number 3. What is meant by vapor pressure? Options: pressure exerted by the gas, pressure exerted by the vapor of the liquid when it is in equilibrium with the liquid at a given temperature. Option C. Pressure exerted by the solids. Option D. Both A and B, students. Got the answer? Okay. Mark the correct option. Okay. I feel like you are excited for the next question, students. Let's move on. Question number 4. What is the effect of temperature on vapor pressure? What is the effect of temperature on vapor pressure? Options: increases with increase in temperature. B. Increases with decrease in temperature. C. Decreases with decrease in temperature. And D. Decreases with increase in temperature. What is the question, students? What is the effect of temperature on vapor pressure? Options: increases with increase in temperature, increases with decrease in temperature, decreases with decrease in temperature, decreases with increase in temperature. Slight tricky, right? And also slight confusing. But it's very easy question, students. Have you marked the answer? Shall we move on? Question number 5. Why is water called as universal solvent? Why is water called as universal solvent? Options: because many of the substances are dissolved in water. Option B, as only few substances are dissolved in water. Option C, as many substances are not dissolved in water. Option D, none of the above. What is the question, students? Why is water called as universal solvent? Because many of the substances are dissolved in water, as only few substances are dissolved in water, as many substances are not dissolved in water, none of the above. This is the easiest question, students. Done? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 6. What do you call solutions of substances in water? What do you call solutions of substances in water? Options: non-aqueous solutions, concentrated solutions, dilute solutions, aqueous solutions. What do you call solutions of substances in water? Options: non-aqueous solutions, B. concentrated solutions, C. dilute solutions, D. aqueous solutions. Got the answer, students? Okay then. Next question. Question number 7. What do you call solutions of substances in solvents other than water? It is exactly the opposite question, students. Sixth question is solutions of substances in water. Seventh question is solutions of substances in solvents other than water. What do you call them? Options: concentrated solutions, non-aqueous solutions, aqueous solutions, and option D, dilute solutions. Mark the answer, students. Very good. Next, question number 8. What do you mean by solute? What do you mean by solute. I think you don't need options also for this. Option A, the substance which is present in small quantities in a solution. Option B, the substance which is present in large quantities in a solution. C, the substance which is in liquid state. D, the substance which is in gaseous state. Okay, students? Have you understood the question? Have you marked the answer? Options once again for you. The substance which is present in small quantities in a solution. The substance which is present in large quantities in a solution. The substance which is in liquid state. The substance which is in gaseous state. Mark the answer? Very good. Now, next. Question number 9. What is meant by solvent? What is meant by solvent? Options. A, the substance which is present in solid state. B, the substance which is present in gaseous state. C, the substance which is present in large quantities in a solution. Option D, the substance which is present in small quantities in a solution. If you know what solute is, you will definitely write the correct answer for this question, students. What is meant by solvent? Options. Substance which is in solid state. B, substance which is in gaseous state. C, substance which is present in large quantities in a solution. Substance which is present in small quantities in a solution. Right? Shall we move on to the next question? Question number 10. Define colligative property. Define colligative property. Here are the options for you, students. Option A, property of a solution which depends on nature of the solute. Option B, property of a solution which depends on number of particles of the solute. Option C, property of a solution which depends on the nature of the solvent. Next, option D, property of a solution which depends on amount of the solvent. Okay, students? Shall I read out once again? A, property of a solution which depends on the nature of the solute. B, property of a solution which depends on number of particles of the solute. Option C, property of a solution which depends on the nature of the solvent. Option D, property of a solution which depends on amount of the solvent. Done? Good. Next question. Question number 11. What is the purpose of colligative property? What is the purpose of colligative property? Here the options are A, to determine molecular mass of the solvent. B, to determine molecular mass of the solute. C, determine the molecular mass of the solution. D, none of the above. Got it, students? What is the main purpose of colligative property? To determine molecular weight of the solvent. Determine molecular weight of the solute. C, determine molecular mass of the solution. D, none of the above. Done? Okay. Question number 12. Which of the following is a colligative property? Which of the following is a colligative property? Options. Depression in boiling point, elevation in the vapor pressure, lowering of freezing point, elevation in boiling point. Quite crazy, na students? Depression in boiling point, elevation in the vapor pressure, lowering of freezing point, elevation in boiling point. Got it? Fine. Okay, next question. Question number 13. What is meant by lowering of vapor pressure? Without options, you should be able to write down the answer, students. What is meant by lowering of vapor pressure? Reading out the options for you. A. Difference between vapor pressure of solution and that of pure solvent. That of means vapor pressure. Next, option B. The difference between the boiling point of pure solvent and that of the solution. C. Difference between boiling point of solution and that of the solvent. D. Difference between vapor pressure of pure solvent and that of the solution. Once again, students, question is, what is meant by lowering of vapor pressure? Options: difference between vapor pressure of solution and vapor pressure of solvent. Option B, difference between boiling point of pure solvent and that of the solution. C, difference between boiling point of a solution and that of the solvent. And next, option D, difference between the vapor pressure of pure solvent and that of the solution. Mark the answer. Shall I move on? Okay. Question number 14. Name the method used for the experimental verification of lowering of vapor pressure. Name the method used for the experimental verification of lowering of vapor pressure. Options: A. Ostwald-Walker's method. B. Landsberger method. C. Cottrell's method. D. Beckman method. What is the experimental method to determine lowering of vapor pressure, or the method which is used for the experimental determination of lowering of vapor pressure, students? This is the question. Options: A. Ostwald-Walker's method. B. Landsberger method. C. Cottrell's method. And D. Beckman method. Okay, done. Next, question number 15. Delta P is equal to P naught minus Ps. This is the expression for delta P is equal to P naught minus Ps. This is the expression for options: A. Lowering of vapor pressure. B. Elevation in boiling point. C. Depression in freezing point. D. Osmotic pressure. Once again, students, delta P is equal to P naught minus Ps. This is the expression for options: A. Lowering of vapor pressure. B. Elevation in boiling point. C. Depression in freezing point. D. Osmotic pressure. So, which colligative property we write this expression, students? Have you marked the answer? Very good. Okay.
Done with the question, students? Ready? Okay. Now, here I am going to give you the answers. Okay. So, don't cheat yourself, students. Don't correct the answers after checking the key. Okay. Now, what you do, students, you be the teacher of your own and check how many you have done correct. Okay. And kindly give marks to your answers. And let me know how many of you got full marks or above 10. You please post in the comment section, students. Okay. Hope you have enjoyed. Now look at the answers, students. Okay. So here are the answers below.
So, look at the answers, students. Question number 1, A. Question number 2, B. Question number 3, B. Question number 4, A. Question number 5, A. Question number 6, D. Question number 7, B. Question number 8, A. Question number 9, C. Question number 10, B. Question number 11, B. Question number 12, D. Question number 13, D. Question number 14, A. Question number 15, A. Okay. So, this is the key for your 15 multiple choice questions, students. Okay, hope you have learned something from these questions, and also hope I have helped you giving you these multiple choice questions. Okay, so kindly watch the complete video, students. Don't skip any question. So please learn something from these questions. Okay, so thank you.